All right, it's stunning. I'll give you that.
It's fun, but will our customers understand it?
That's the question, and does it fit our image? And it's something we really have to consider here.
Well, the bareness of the shoulder and the full pants, it's damned interesting, though.
Yeah, I'm afraid of it.
Why don't we just accessorize it and see how we feel then? Thanks, Fawn.
Bye. All right, I'll have Garrison do it. It's his design.
I'll keep it in the lineup.
All right, for the showing?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Despite the fact it's Garrison's, I like it.
All right, we'll stay with it. What about you, son? How you doing?
Oh, I'm holding up?
On all fronts?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean, Ridge. Come on. I'm your father.
Well, I guess I'm going to be a father, too.
I don't think there's any guessing about that, from what I hear. Are you ready for it?
Were you? All those years ago?
No. But I made the decision I felt I had to.
To marry Mother instead of that other woman.
That's right. What about you? Is there another woman, Ridge?
Ridge Forrester.
Hi, it's me. Are you alone?
No.
Well, I am.
Where?
I'm down in the private showing room.
I'll be there. Dad, I've got to get going.
Ridge. I want you to remember what's at stake here. It's not just an unborn child. It's your brother. And it's a lot of other lives, too.
Hi, sis. Brooke.
Hi. What happened to your eye?
Oh, that's nothing. I'll tell you later. It's no big deal.
Well, I was just making some coffee. You know, I always think about you when I make coffee.
Oh, yes. Donna Logan's famous brew. You know, I haven't had a decent cup of coffee since I left this house.
Then I better get you some.
No, thanks.
Why not?
I guess I'm just not into coffee these days.
Brooke, are you serious? You survive on this stuff.
Well, I guess my body's changing. So, how are you? I haven't talked to you in a while.
I'm surviving.
Is there anything you want to talk about?
No, not really. Brooke, there's something about you.
Like what?
I don't know, you're different somehow.
Yes, I am.
Can you talk to your sister about it?
Uh-huh.
So, go ahead, I'm all ears.
And I'm all pregnant.
Well, what is this? What do you want from me?
Something you should have given me willingly a long time ago.
Oh, terrific. I can just imagine what that is.
Well, like I said, you may not want to go along with it.
But if I don't, you blow me to kingdom come.
Well, need I remind you what you're doing here? You're working for the competition. Sally Spectra, the woman who profits by ripping us off. You're designing for her.
6 sketches, Margo. Only 6.
In patterns.
She's blackmailing me.
The point is, you're doing it. And I am so tempted to just tell Eric and Ridge all about it.
Why? You're not family. You don't owe them anything.
I owe them everything. And so do you. I wouldn't forget that.
Okay, I won't. But what is this? Extortion? What do you want? Money? How much?
What I want is much more important than money. You're going to give me something I can't get from anyone else but you.
the bold and the beautiful. This portion sponsored by Tartar Control Crest, the dentist's choice to help keep your teeth tartar-free.
Something only I can give you.
That's right.
And what might that be?
Your time.
My time.
2 hours a week is all I ask. And in return, I won't say anything about what you are up to in here.
2 hours, huh?
Each and every week.
Things are that bad.
What?
Never mind. Look, what do you want? 1 hour, 2 nights a week?
Well, it really doesn't matter to me.
You are in a bad way.
Clarke, what are you talking about?
Look, I'm not committed, and I'm still not certain about this, but...
Do you think... You big Clarke? I don't want the time for myself.
You don't?
I am not that hard up, nor will I ever be that hard up.
All right. Then what do you want?
2 hours for my son. Our son.
Oh, no. Not that.
Yes, dearest, that.
You can just forget about it right here. The answer is no. Absolutely no.
Damn it, Clarke. He is your baby, too. You're the father. Now, I don't think it's asking too much to expect to see you 2 hours a week at your convenience to provide a little guidance and support for your son. In fact, I think you're getting off cheap. Now, if you refuse, you might as well just clear out your desk and call up a headhunter, because I'm going to go to Eric so fast with this business about Sally Spectral.
You won't do it.
You're more of a fool than I thought.
Clarke, I need something from you right away.
You're pregnant? Brooke, that's... I mean, I think that's wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is to me.
Brooke, you're gonna have a baby! Well, I guess this means an early wedding, like, soon.
Yeah, I guess so.
What do you mean you guess so?
Well, we still have to work out the details. I mean, I just found out about this myself.
Oh, Brooke, you must be ecstatic. And I bet Ridge is just thrilled.
Yes, Rich was very surprised.
Well, he's up for it, isn't he? I mean, he must have known.
Actually, no, he had no idea. Neither of us did. I've been on the pill. So, it was just a complete surprise to Rich.
After I called you, I was a little sorry that I did.
Why?
Because I suddenly realized there's not much to say. I could tell you about my hopes and my dreams. They've all been so vivid these last few weeks. You know, it's amazing that love makes you feel like you're able to do anything. No mountain is too high. No problem is insurmountable. I even thought that my marriage was just a relatively minor complication. And I could handle it somehow. Love conquers all. Or does it, Rich?
Brooke, how did Ridge react when you told him that you were pregnant?
Like I said, he was very surprised.
Is that all?
He was less than thrilled, Donna.
Oh, Brooke, I'm sorry.
I just kept driving around for hours. Just driving around this city.
Why didn't you call me?
I needed to be alone.
So, what happens now?
I think that maybe things will work out.
Really?
Well, I was talking to Ridge earlier, and he said that he might be able to cope with the idea. I guess.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
How come you don't sound like it's so great?
Because there's something else, Donna. What? Something that the doctor told me. It's about my baby.
I wish I could tell you that love conquers everything. I used to believe that myself.
Maybe conquer is not the right word.
More like, beat to a pulp.
You're feeling that way too, are you?
I've been through so much these last couple days. I don't really know what I feel anymore.
Well, I do know how I feel, Ridge. For a while there, I thought just being able to acknowledge my feelings for you was going to be enough to sustain me. Just being able to tell you that I love you. I mean, it was so much more than I'd allowed myself to do for so many months. It really felt wonderful.
Caroline.
Ridge, don't. I don't want you to say anything to me. I don't expect any declaration of love. Nor do I expect some kind of romantic parting of the ways. I realize the position that you're in. Or at least, I think that I do.
What about the position that you're in?
There isn't a baby involved.
But there is a husband. My brother who loves you a hell of a lot. We can't forget about that, Caroline. Can we?
Did I interrupt something?
No, just a friendly philosophical difference of opinion. What can I do for you?
It's about one of your designs, Clarke.
What design?
This one.
Oh, that.
I want you to accessorize this.
Something special?
Well, something consistent with the design.
Won't be conservative.
Well, I don't need it to be conservative, just flattering.
You got it. Anything else?
No, that's all. You can continue your difference of opinion.
Eric,
Yes.
there's something I'd like you to see.
What?
Well, some designs that Clarke has been working on.
What kind of design?
Margo, I told you, I don't want anybody seeing these until it's completely finished.
Oh, Clarke, they're finished. I mean, you let me see them.
Margo, I'm serious. Dad Forrester, you know how I am about that.
All right, some other time, but you have piqued my curiosity, Margo. There must really be something.
Are they ever?
All right. Another time. I want these other sketches back within the hour, all right?
Got it. You little... That could have been the end of me. You know that?
Only too well.
How could you have done that to me?
Because I mean business, Clarke.
You really would have told Eric about these designs?
If it was anyone else, he would know already.
Well, lucky me.
Yes. Lucky you. Because you have an option.
Margo, be reasonable.
No, there's no more discussion about this. Now, I want you to show up at my apartment 2 hours a week.
What am I supposed to do with a little kid for 2 hours? You tell me that.
You could tell him your life story. I'm sure he'd be fascinated. I really don't care. All I want you to do is relate to him. He's your son. You can take him to the zoo. You can take him for a walk. You can even just stay at my place with him.
What am I supposed to tell Kristen?
That's your problem.
If she ever found out about this...
She'll find out about these a lot quicker if you don't go along with this. Now it's your last chance. Do we have a deal, or don't we?
...2 hours, and not a minute more. And you don't breathe a word about this to Kristen.
Oh, I knew you'd listen to the voice of reason. I'll tell Mark to expect his daddy tonight.
What is it, Brooke? What about your baby?
I've been having a few problems.
What kind of problems?
A little spotting.
Bleeding?
Yeah, just a little bit. That's the real reason that I went to see the doctor.
Does Ridge know about this?
No, nobody knows, except for the doctor and now you.
So what's it mean?
Well, possibly nothing. I mean, the doctor said that it's not uncommon for women to bleed a little bit in the beginning.
So then there's no problem.
I hope not.
Brooke, what could the problem be?
I'm not so sure.
Well, what did your doctor say?
He said that in 6 weeks, when I'm 6 weeks pregnant, to come in. And that will be next week. So that he can do an ultrasound.
Which is what?
That is when they take a look at the baby, but they use sound waves instead of x-rays.
What are they going to be looking for?
The baby's heartbeat.
That early?
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Rich's baby. Its heart beating inside of me. Right now.
Brooke, what happens if they don't see a heartbeat?
Then I've miscarried. But I really don't even want to think of that possibility.
No, we can't forget about Thorne. But Ridge, Thorne isn't the issue here. This is about you and a baby. And the woman who's carrying your baby.
Yes, that is the issue, isn't it?
I know that it's not really my place to ask. I've tried really hard not to, but what are you going to do, Ridge?
We create our own future. It's as if God gave us a paintbrush and said, create whatever future you want. Seems that literal. My father had to make that decision once. Mother was pregnant, and he had to decide.
I see. If he hadn't chosen your mother, you wouldn't be here. You just answered my question, didn't you?
jewelry provided by Stephen Dweck. Join us again for the bold and the beautiful